when it comes to sex and intimacy, it's women feel the pressure. He's got this huge pressure because that's his job. His job is to get into the castle. Her job is to keep it locked until it's the right guy. And these are kind of old-fashioned ideas, but they're archetypal. And what happens is if a guy has sex with you right away, he will like you less afterwards in most cases. It's just simply because he hasn't yet bonded on an emotional level, on a mental level, on a spiritual level. He's just bonded with you on a physical level. And when he comes, the juice is left. It's just like he immediately repels back. And his brain becomes hyper vigilant at that time to see what's wrong with you if he has sex right away. Just like I'm trying to teach as women on your dating thing, don't look for the right person. Otherwise, in advance, you're going to be hyper vigilant to, well, not about this, but what about this? What about this? What I suggest is, have an easier attitude about my goal, the clarity of what I want is to create a series of positive dating experiences, whatever that means to you. Now, here's a dynamic that happens. It happens where guys are pressing to have sex and a woman feels like, oh, I'm going to lose him. He's a catch. I like this guy. This is really nice. And how do you say no to sex without offending a guy? Because it happens, women are so available to men today. They're so much more in touch with their male side. When you're in touch with your male side, you can even have casual sex and go great. If you're more in touch with your female side, you're kind of like, well, do I want to unite with that person? You get a lot more picky. And the male side is not picky at all. It just says, let's do it. It's a fun experience, athletic experience. It's exciting. It's pleasurable. I mean, why not do it? You want to shift gears if you're looking for a long-term relationship. So when he's pursuing you, wants sex, you basically have to say, oh, I'd love to have sex with you. Oh, I'd love to go all the way, but I need to go slow. That's all a man needs to hear is you do want to do it. That's it. It's like, that's enough for him. It's the conquest. It's the achievement. It's the goal. I'm successful. It's the anticipation for him of getting more each time. Slowing it down is such a good thing for women to know. And, if I had a bunch of men in the room, they could, John, don't say this, don't say this. But I know as a man, what made me strong and what makes a man have strength, and strength is commitment, it's integrity, it's their most positive qualities, is not getting what you want when you want it. Every man who's ever, has a sense of greatness, he overcame obstacles to get to that goal. I'll say to men in a group, now how many men think back in your life, talk to somebody about something you're really proud of. What makes you really proud of that makes you feel good about yourself? They'll always talk about some big obstacle, some big challenge. There was fear, there was doubt, there was difficulty, there was struggle, but he prevailed. That's the men earning it. They have to earn their confidence. And today, the movement which has happened, now we're shifting gears a little bit here, but it's as women have moved more to their male side with greater independence, men lose their confidence. So you get these men who are more on their feeling side. And I'll call these conscious men because they're more conscious of their female side. And which that means is they have greater fear and they have greater anger. They get their feelings hurt more. They're whiny and they're a turnoff to you. And so, but you have to get, this is a lot of the really diamonds in the gym. That was a diamond in the rough. Okay, these guys have the potential to give you what you want. You might be attracted to these sort of very strong, sturdy guys who are very masculine, detached, not emotional, tall, dark, mysterious. And you'll get with these guys, and then they want you to stay at home and have children. That although you might be told to have that, but they don't allow you to express your masculine side. They want to be the dominant force. And you're sort of this old-fashioned woman at home kind of a thing. That's the old traditional role mate relationship where the male is dominant and the female is more submissive. The male's in charge and the women sort of follow along. It worked for a survival mechanism where men went out and, basically detached from life and sacrificed themselves and danger and so forth. And women nurtured life, gave to children and created a home and all that. That was then, but that's not now. Now, everybody can be independent, so women, as they become their whole self, their spiritual self, you have to realize the spirit is both masculine and feminine. So women, you've been moved beyond this threshold of masculinity coming out of you, independence, detachment, analyticalness, everything has to make sense. This is your male side. The female side is emotional, it's loving, it's cooperative, it's yielding, it's interdependent, it's wanting to love is the priority, and happiness and doing what you enjoy doing. These are like the keys to your femininity. Every day you need to put some time aside for yourself. If you want to find the right guy, you've got to be the right guy for yourself. That's part of this whole thing. You can't expect a guy to be attracted to your female side if you're not going to give support to your female side. And what that would look like, practically speaking, for yourself is every day, put some time aside and say, this is for something I would love to do for me, what I like to do, what I enjoy doing. Because part of the neurosis of women today, when they're too far on their male side, it's overwhelmed. It's I got to do more, I got to do more, I got to do more. I take on more things to do as opposed to relax. And that's hard.